sir! No, sir! You've missed it again!
For the ensign, Justin Hunt Davis, colour drill's still a hit-and-miss affair.
Up above the level of the baskets, the hand comes down there onto the basket, feel down and guide it in with the left hand. Slow! Hey!
And trooping the colours almost upon him.
Far better, sir, far better. Just a point there with the arm. Don't cock the wrist. Make sure that the elbow and forearm is parallel to the ground. And the right arm, once it's cut away, sir, is pinned into the side of the body. Back down, sir. We'll try that once more. Just to confirm.
Colours simply a military showpiece. But 200 years ago, it had a practical purpose. In the heat and confusion of battle, the colour served as a rallying point. So soldiers needed to know what it looked like.
The Sergeant Major salutes the colour, and it's the only time a warrant officer will salute with a sword. He then gathers the colour, marched forward and presented me with the colour. And it's at this moment I knew that all the cameras were on me, and that was the focal point of the whole parade. It's one of the parts of the parade that everybody knows and thinks about almost more than any other part, is when the Sergeant Major presents the ensign with the colour. So, although I wasn't especially nervous at the time, because I'd done it so often, and there was more to come which I was more worried and nervous about, I knew that it really was very, very important that it was done properly. It was actually a very exciting moment.
The parade reaches its climax when the ensign takes the colour to his fellow soldiers. He carries, or troops, the colour through their ranks, slowly enough for each man to remember the flag's markings.
To me, the most exciting and the most picturesque moment of the whole of the Queen's Birthday Parade is when the colour is lowered in slow time to Her Majesty. We slow march up first, obviously, as the escort, and then come on to what's called the saluting line, where the captain of the escort will give an eyes right. And when he gives an eyes right, the colour is lowered so it is horizontal to the ground. At this point, the Queen will bow her head to the colour because it's been consecrated, and it is the colour being lowered to the sovereign as a sign of respect. It is saluting the sovereign. It is a splendid scene with the dust, and on a very hot day you can always remember all the metal jangling and the horses' hooves and the sounds of the mass bands of the Household Cavalry. So it really is a wonderful sight. Obviously, though, by that stage, we were all very, very hot, wearing these very heavy tunics. And I was actually beginning to feel slightly ill. I'd stopped sweating, and I was beginning to feel slightly nervous that I'd actually not last throughout the rest of the parade. But if you have to stand there for a long period wearing very uncomfortable hot clothes, there's nothing more wonderful than standing there and being able to hear, if not see quite, the Household Cavalry going past the sovereign.